subscribe and do hit that notification bell also so you don't miss out on any readings. Okay, Gemini. I see you are trying to cast something aside. There's been some doubts about something that you are involved in, a project. There's like within you, you're the best person to accomplish this particular thing, this thing that you have, that you're working on, that's in your focus right now. And it does, maybe this is specific already, but I see like just when you feel like it's not going to happen or something is going to collapse, at that moment there's like a surge of luck that comes through, and you realize the total opposite is happening. It's a blessing that I see coming through for you. It's like it comes in a nick of time, and it proves many things about the how skillful you are, about your abilities, and whatever it could be, whatever kind of skill job that you have that is very much in focus, or the main thing that you do is being looked at, and everything is magnified here. There's a lot of appreciation coming forward. There is something that, began with saying casting something aside, and we talked about those doubts, but there is something else also that it is asking, or that's showing, for you to close completely, lock that, and never to open again, because what I see, you are on the path of emotional stability, because there's been like a rush of emotion. Sometimes you get like these rush of emotions, and it's a little bit up and down, a bit of a roller coaster sometimes, and what I do see is that your mind, the thoughts and everything is starting to become lighter. And that is what you need. Like, I see the weight of your shoulders, this weight being lifted off. I do see you are lighter overall. And there's a calmness here, definitely feeling calmer. And, you're also appreciative. There's appreciation around you, but also you are in appreciation of how things are coming together and where you are. I do see a special connection around you, someone that has had their eye on you for quite some time, and they always believe in you, even if they don't quite know everything that you do or you want to do, but there's just this sort of, it's like you give off an enigma to others, there's a kind of mysterious element here, and that can have a strong attraction, this curiosity from someone else or from others. There's, I see a significant other is, it's interesting, it's like, okay, this could be very specific because, significant other, and it could be, just someone that you're close to. They give out a lot of great advice, and you hear this, but you also wish that they could practice what they preach, or you're like in reflection of that, and they're starting to recognize this, and hopefully start to practice that, because I do see you're not interested in being with someone that's just all talk. You want to see them actually in motion of how they may come across. You're the kind now where you are putting action. You're putting your words into action, and not wanting to waste your time with anyone else that doesn't also follow through with what they say. I do see a very kind-hearted older woman or female energy around you. that is very, very comforting, and they could be in spirit also. So you could be getting a very wonderful sensation of this comfort as well. There's some sort of contract or a bonus or something like that coming through, um, and it feels like it's saved the day. That kind of feeling, emotion as well. There's something specific here about swimming in the ocean. Perhaps you are going towards the ocean, or you feel like you just want to go with the motion of the ocean here. um, and again, it's that energy of that feeling, that lightness, happening. Um, I do like this. There is something about like fruit, bearing the fruits of your labor for sure. Um, but having to also stand tall, stand firm on what you believe in, and not wanting to bend over backwards where in places where you shouldn't have to, like no more over sacrificing certain things. That's what okay, it's I see something about rejecting negativity, rejecting negative ideas that may come to you, or thoughts. Reject the negative thoughts as soon as it comes to you, because I do see for many of you, you're practicing something. Maybe it's a form of meditation or something like that, where you are reminded to give yourself some grace. The sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the hanged man, the hanging man, and the 5 of Wands. All right, the sun, hangman, and the 5 of Wands. Here with the sun, I see that you are extremely brave. You have this courage. I know that, that's usually from the strength, but here I see that with the sun, because you have this vision that is really, really going across, going very, very far. You can see very clearly for yourself this success that is very easily attainable. That you're coming from a good place. You're coming from such a strong vision. And this is very, very well connected to the science in terms of it's like, great, things are starting out really, really well, but then it feels like something is collapsing. It feels like, okay, what is going on? But it's important to see it in another perspective. I see dynamics shifting, dynamics changing around you as well, and there could be conflicting ideas, but this is a blessing in disguise when it comes through, because it does feel like when this happens, it's the universe trying to change a certain direction, because it knows that it needs you to be on the exact path that you should be on, if that makes sense. So that's why sometimes you're on the path and things go great, but then there's a certain blockage, and there's a particular reason for that. And it doesn't want you to be in an environment where it could be like full of clashes or personality clashes or anything like that. There is something comes through from this. Oh, look, the Ace of Swords. I knew it. It comes in at the right time. Something is starting to unravel, and it's definitely on purpose here. Ace of Swords and the Magician. I mean, look at that. That's amazing? Yep. It gives you this clarity. It gives you that victory as well. You are definitely being put on the right track, Gemini. It's just you keeping with that energy of the sun, of that positivity. Don't allow that to be wavered because something gets in the way. See everything as like, oh, it's meant to be on purpose. And with the hanging man, it's like, okay, things are starting to move a little bit differently. Something is shifting. but you're always ready to roll up your sleeves, and there is some truths coming through. And what happens is that you have the upper hand here with the magician. You are making something happen, and also, whatever it is that you feel like, oh, this is so difficult to get off the ground, or impossible, it is happening. You feel like the impossible is actually happening, and you by far have what it takes. You know, there is something that I also see is very much in control of. It feels like you're now very much in control of your destiny here. You're pushing something forward where you now believe and can see it is absolutely attainable. There is something that I see you are very, very hungry for. And you see how his vision is, his focus is very, very clear, very, very sharp. That's how you are. You're not allowing anything to get in the way of that. I do see lots of truths coming forward. And in terms of a magician, there is something also that I see you writing down, or spelling out very, very clearly. And it's like the power of those words. The universe is answering. The nine, oh, we have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles. Let me pull out. And okay, I just felt like I had to pull that one out as another card. 10 of Wands. All right, the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. You know, it is a very, very good time where you're starting to see things flourish. As I said, bearing the fruits of your labor, you're really starting to see this. And the 10 of Wands, it is something that is very, very important to have, because it shows that whatever the universe is throwing at you, it's important to exercise your plans to keep going, because we were talking about the weight that was on you that's about to be lifted off, and here we are. That is the 10 of Wands. That is the 10 of Wands. It is, you're starting to feel a lot lighter. The things in your mind, on your shoulders, all of that is going to be a big, big release. And it's starting to really align to your truth, to the things that you want, to, you know, to have that pathway open. And there is so much positive prosperity coming in as well. Look out for some sort of call or news or something that I see here that's incoming. A beautiful transformation. And I do feel here with the 10 of Wands, you're at the end of this road that feels like you've been carrying away for some time. Ready for that release. Ready to just fly with this. Love it.